In a world filled with secrets and hidden truths, conspiracy theories have captivated the imagination of many. While most remain in the realm of speculation, there have been instances where certain theories have turned out to be true. Today, we explore the top 10 conspiracy theories that were eventually proven to have some basis in reality. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to my channel. Let's dive in. 1. MK Ultra. MK Ultra was a covered CIA program that operated from the 1950s to the 1970s and aimed to explore techniques for mind control and behavioral modification. The program's existence and activities came to light in the 1970s when declassified documents were made public. These documents revealed that MK Ultra involved a wide range of experiments conducted on unwitting subjects, including the administration of LSD and other drugs, sensory deprivation, hypnosis, and psychological manipulation. The program was notorious for its unethical practices and lack of informed consent from the participants. Its goals included developing techniques to extract information from subjects, creating potential assassins or spies, and manipulating human behavior for intelligence purposes. The revelations about MK Ultra led to public outcry and subsequent investigations into the CIA's activities, resulting in greater oversight and regulations for human experimentation. 2. Operation Northwoods. In the 1960s, a plan called Operation Northwoods was discussed within the U.S. Department of Defense. The plan proposed potentially staging false flag attacks, which are covered operations designed to make it appear as though another party is responsible, in order to create a pretext for military intervention. The goal of Operation Northwoods was to generate public and international support for military action against Cuba, specifically during a time of heightened tensions between the United States and the communist regime of Fidel Castro. While the plan was proposed, it is important to note that it was never executed. Operation Northwoods remained classified for several decades until its declassification in 1997. The release of documents related to the operation shed light on the discussions and ideas that were being considered within the U.S. government during that time. The declassification of Operation Northwoods sparked further scrutiny and raised questions about the potential manipulation of events and information for political purposes. 3. Tuskegee Study. From 1932 to 1972, the U.S. Public Health Service conducted a study known as the Tuskegee Study, or the Tuskegee Syphilis Study. This study was carried out in Macon County, Alabama, and involved African American men who were unknowingly enrolled in the research without their informed consent. The primary aim of the study was to observe the natural progression of untreated syphilis. Tragically, the participants were deliberately denied proper treatment, even after penicillin became widely available as an effective cure for syphilis. This unethical decision by the researchers led to unnecessary suffering and complications for the participants, including blindness, severe organ damage, and even death. The study's existence was eventually revealed to the public in 1972, following an investigation by a journalist named Jen Heller. The revelation sparked public outrage and led to significant changes in research ethics regulations, emphasizing the importance of informed consent and protecting the rights and welfare of research participants. The Tuskegee study remains one of the most egregious examples of unethical conduct in the history of medical research. 4. COINTELPRO. During the 1950s and 1960s, the FBI's counterintelligence program operated secretly, targeting political organizations and activists deemed as potential threats to national security. The program aimed to disrupt and discredit these groups through tactics such as surveillance, infiltration, and the spread of disinformation. However, in the 1970s, the existence and actions of COINTELPRO were brought to light through investigations and the release of classified documents. The exposure of COINTELPRO in the 1970s highlighted the government's efforts to suppress dissent and manipulate political movements. The revelations prompted changes in regulations and oversight to protect civil liberties and ensure that intelligence agencies operate within legal and ethical boundaries. 5. Operation Paperclip. After World War II, the United States initiated a classified program known as Operation Paperclip. Its purpose was to recruit German scientists, engineers, and technicians, including those who had previously worked for the Nazi regime, to gain their expertise and prevent their knowledge from falling into the hands of the Soviet Union or other potential adversaries. The program aimed to harness the scientific and technological advancements made by these individuals for the benefit of the United States. Operation Paperclip remained classified for several decades until its declassification in the 1970s. The release of documents and information confirmed the existence of the program and shed light on the extent of the recruitment efforts. The program was controversial due to the involvement of scientists who had been associated with the Nazi regime and its atrocities during the war. 6. Gulf of Tonkin Incident. The incident referred to is known as the Gulf of Tonkin Incident. In August 1964, the U.S. claimed that two American naval vessels, the U.S. Maddox and the U.S. Turner Joy, were attacked by North Vietnamese patrol boats in international waters. These reported attacks were used as a justification for escalating U.S. military involvement in the Vietnam War. However, subsequent investigations and declassified documents revealed that the second attack, which was a key factor in the decision to pass the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution, likely did not occur. 7. NSA surveillance. In 2013, former intelligence contractor Edward Snowden made headlines by leaking a trove of classified documents that exposed extensive surveillance programs conducted by the National Security Agency, NSA. The leaked documents confirmed the existence of widespread surveillance activities that went beyond what the public had previously been aware of. One significant revelation was the revelation that the NSA was engaged in the bulk collection of phone metadata, which involved the collection of vast amounts of telephone records, including information about calls made and received by individuals. 8. Operation Gladio. Operation Gladio was a secretive NATO project that operated during the Cold War. It entailed the establishment of hidden stay-behind armies across various European countries. The primary objective of these clandestine networks was to prepare for and counter potential Soviet invasions by engaging in acts of sabotage, intelligence gathering, and guerrilla warfare behind enemy lines. The existence of Operation Gladio came to light in the 1990s through investigations and disclosures. The exposure of this covert project raised concerns about the extent of secret military activities, as well as the potential implications for democracy and national sovereignty. 9. The Manhattan Project. During World War II, the United States initiated a top-secret research program known as the Manhattan Project. The goal of the project was to develop atomic weapons, specifically nuclear bombs, utilizing the power of nuclear fission. The project involved the collaboration of scientists, engineers, and military personnel who worked tirelessly to achieve a breakthrough in harnessing atomic energy for destructive purposes. The Manhattan Project was shrouded in utmost secrecy throughout its duration. The project's existence and the nature of its research remained largely unknown to the public until the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. 10. Watergate Scandal. In 1972, the break-in at the Democratic National Committee, DNC headquarters, located at the Watergate complex in Washington, D.C., set in motion a series of events that ultimately led to the resignation of U.S. President Richard Nixon. Initially regarded as a conspiracy theory, suspicions arose that the break-in was not an isolated incident, but part of a broader political espionage and sabotage campaign. However, through subsequent investigations by the press and law enforcement agencies, including the work of journalists Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein, evidence started to emerge that linked the break-in to individuals associated with Nixon's administration. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.